Today in the pedal vault, the DoD Gunslinger. The Gunslinger is a fairly modern distortion pedal by DoD. And it's a MOSFET distortion, and not a JFET. Anyway, we do have this nice, really minimalistic metal housing. Looks kind of vintage to me. And we have 4 control knobs, gain, level, and a 2-band EQ, low and high. Everything on noon. Basically just a mountain. Okay, gain. Adds some highs and here it adds some lows. Okay, let's leave it here actually. Volume, not as drastic, at least in the second half. Low. Huge bump, very broad at 150. And cuts nicely as well. High. Kinda shifts the broad boost to, well, maybe 2K. So probably just a shelf. For the playthrough I use my Black Cat Custom. This goes into the pedal and from there we go into the Routerback Trigger 30 and I've enabled 3 different sounds. A cleanish sound, a crunch sound and a distorted sound. For the speaker I use a cabinet emulation by D-Night Audio. It's the standard IR from their Holy Grail Musicians pack. So to be honest, I had no expectations on this pedal. I just googled on Kleinanzeigen, it's the equivalent to Craigslist here in Germany, and I found it cheap. So I bought it. And well, it sounds rather cool in front of the clean amp. It gets a nice distorted sound. It doesn't sound very tube-ish, at least to my ears, but it sounds pedal-ish. Kind of like an effect I want to use. But what I really liked was how it sounds as a boost pedal in front of a distorted amp and in front of a crunch amp as well. Here I could really dial in some highly unique sounds. I thought it would go into chainsaw territory, but it doesn't. Anyhow, with the lows dialed back and the level full, gain 0, I think that's my favorite sound. Then I will dial in highs to my liking, and I have a huge range of sounds that I really think sound cool. Maybe with an added blend control, it would have been much more usable for all the chuggy stuff, because I think the transparency goes a bit away. But yeah, awesome. And I can definitely see myself use this in a studio for an additional sound or for a complementary tone. But what do you think about the Gunslinger? Do you own one? Let me know down in the comment section. And if you want to support this channel, you might want to consider becoming a YouTube member, or you want to consider checking out the links in the description below. Well, with this being said, thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. May the power protect you, and have a nice day.